You know, nobody really told me or really made me think about this until they brought it up to me, and that's that you don't really see YouTubers collaborating anymore. And no, I'm not counting streamers because quite frankly, when it comes down to streamers, it doesn't really feel like two people who enjoy the same thing and enjoy doing what they do working together to make something cool for fans. Instead, they only really feel like each other's paparazzis, and they're only really there to satisfy each other's businesses rather than actually, working together and being cool with one another. Like whenever Neon is in someone's stream, it doesn't really feel like he's there because he's friends with the people and they enjoy what they do. No, they're only really there because, oh, well, we're streaming and the internet's a business, so let's just talk business, am I right?
You've been in the joint too long, Al. You've forgotten how to get shit done.
Yeah, I know that little laugh didn't really add anything, but you get my fucking point. That YouTubers never really collab anymore, and, well, no one really ever seems to question why, but, I mean, if you've never really thought about it until now, thanks to what I said earlier, then, well, I'm here to provide an answer. And, well, the answer is mainly the modern YouTuber themselves.
Never gonna give a fuck, never gonna give a damn, never gonna understand, so fuck you.
The internet pre-2016 felt very random and kind of like a Wild West, but still human in a way, and YouTube was kind of an example of that. You never really knew what you were going to get, and that was one of the big appeals of it, and it was done in a really fun manner, as well as the fact that the content creators felt more human in a way. The content creators back then felt like actual people who had regular lives outside of YouTube and just did this mainly for a hobby, and, well, they enjoyed what they did. That was until the dreaded fucking year of 2016. 2016 was like an awful year, mainly because one, everyone was getting very political because it was an election year, that and the whole thing with the online landscape and entertainment, but I'm not here to talk about entertainment, I'm here to talk about the online landscape. Like, the internet basically fucking fractured, okay? Like, as a stupid comparison, this shit is like when Primus Richthofen shot Ultimus Richthofen and caused that fucking fracture in COD Zombies. And since 2016, the internet hasn't really been the same anymore. It's lost its humanity in a way. Whereas back then, there was a lot of random Wild West elements, but it was still kind of human at the end of the day. The internet pretty much lost all of its humanity because, well, during 2016 and onwards, it pretty much decided to become a business. And that's the problem with business. When it comes down to business, you never really hear anything that's real, just anything that you think is beneficial to you. There is no connection in business. There is no forming friendships or human connections or anything within business, and that's what happened. The internet basically Kurt Cobained itself when it decided to become a business, and that's the problem, because again, there is no humanity in business. Gone are the actual days of funny memes and good content creators, or at least human content creators. Instead, you basically get a meme with a steak ad plastered on it because branding, business. That, or you'll pretty much, instead of getting a human content creator that's relatable, you'll pretty much get an LA douchebag industry plant like Aiden Ross. The genuineness is gone, and there's a lot of scripted bullshit. The whole Amaranth thing, like, oh my fucking god, woman, we all know it's scripted, Jesus Christ. Like, I would take this seriously if it wasn't so obviously scripted garbage. Like, y'all are trying to be WWE, but actually fucking worse than the WWE. Now, there are some other videos that I think are very fucking scripted, but I can't really talk about them because the internet cabal would pretty much go after me, and, look what they did to fucking Mudahar. I'm pretty sure all the people that expect me to get to the point are, like, fucking pissed right now, so the point that I'm trying to make here is that, or at least you could try and infer from this, is that the internet and YouTube pretty much lost itself when it became a business, especially YouTube. Now, how does this tie into people not really collabing as much? It all comes back to that B word in business. See, YouTubers nowadays only really, quote, collab if it benefits both of them on the business end, and even if they really fucking don't like each other, they're still gonna platform each other because, hey, it's a business, we gotta keep it going. That's why they platform people that are pieces of shit, because, well, they need to keep the business going. I mean, for fuck's sake, so looking at you, Gideon, with what you did with EDP, that and the whole iNabber thing that happened years ago, where they pretty much didn't put him on a podcast, even though these people were his, quote, friends, because, oh, well, he has a lower sub count than us. Then again, what do you expect from the commentary community? A community that's full of the most radicalizing fucking morons, as well as just straight up, like, no concept of fucking friendship one bit. And that's one big problem, so let's talk about it in this small section here. Like I said earlier, whenever people are in other people's streams or whatever, they just kind of feel like paparazzi instead of genuine friends, and that's a big issue when it comes down to collaborations nowadays, or at least the possibility of them, because, well, that was a big foundation of the collaborations back in the day. And with that whole iNabber thing that happened years ago, with that whole thing that happened, it pretty much proves that genuine friendships on the internet are no longer a thing anymore, and are instead replaced by a business. Well, that and greed, because, you know, friends tell friends a lot of shit, whether it be personal or anything else of the sort, to the point where, like, they're so fucking greedy, right? They're so greedy. Like, the modern YouTuber is so greedy that once you tell them anything, like, once you open up to them, like, as friends would, they'll be like, oh, well, time to do a shitty hit piece. Can't wait to report your career's death. Like, the YouTubers that came out, like, after 2016 or even in 2016, they're, like, pure, unadulterated greed. That and because drama sells, baby. Whether it be manufactured or not, drama sells.
Good news. We can finally be
people who manufacture garbage slop fucking drama, Mark.
Drama is pretty much a drug in a sense that people get a huge ass rush from drama because their lives are so miserable. And so there's like layers to what I like to call the drama addiction, where at first it starts out as you kind of like giving a shit, or not really giving a shit, but like kind of being invested in other people's drama. Then it escalates into you starting your own shit, like you starting your own drama because, hey, well, I crave drama. And then it escalates, and then it escalates, and escalates, and escalates to the point where there's, like, a lot of shit to the point where it's not even drama anymore. And then it kind of ends in you just, you know, having a lot of drama and being fucking delusional like DSP. The point is that drama is a drug and a business, and to a lot of people, drama sells a whole lot more than positive collaborations. It's one of the worst things about the internet, actually, during 2016, and even post-2016. Like, people will literally straight up manufacture drama as if this shit is, like, reality TV or WWE, but like far worse. Because they'll either profit off of someone who should honestly not even be profitable anymore. Like, they should just be in fucking prison like EDP or Minilad or any other like piece of shit criminal. That, or they platform horrible people who shouldn't even be platformed at all, like Hassan Piker. You know, I can't really put my name on it. Well, it was probably nothing. But my point is here is that the internet will manufacture a lot of drama, like having the whole scripted bullshit, like the whole Amarath thing, which that's not fooling anyone. Or they will platform bad people because, hey, well, it's also scripted. They will just platform horrible people like EDP or Minilad or awful just fucking people like Hassan Piker. Or because they want a piece of the drama clout, once their friend tells them something like personal that they've been going through or something like that, it's like an immediate shit hit piece. Or as I like to call it, a shit piece, because quite frankly, all of them are the same fucking garbage. And that's also why I don't really make lolcow videos, because lolcow videos kind of rely on the drama factor as well as just what has been said about lolcows that hasn't even been said, bro. Plus, a lot of the time they don't really provide anything new, and they don't even try and make videos on like any new, not even any new lolcows, just anyone that isn't Christian. Like, I've barely seen people make videos on people like Timbox or anything like that, but for fuck's sakes, like, no one makes videos on anyone that isn't Christian. Well, then also the people who kind of make a lot of those videos, or a lot of detractors of them, are kind of weird themselves. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but overall, the reason why you don't really see much people collab in this kind of aspect is mainly because, one, drama sells, and two, the internet is pretty much full of drama to the point where even if you have a quote friend online, you guys are both YouTubers, they're gonna try and do a fucking hit piece on you for no reason. Motherfuckers think they're that one dude from Hotel Rwanda, or that fucking, what was it? Oh, yeah, Frank West from Dead Rising, just because, oh, bro, I picked up a microphone at Costco. Motherfuckers will sit in their room on a computer all day and use their microphone and think they're Jimmy Olsen. Now, overall, the reason why you don't see that much YouTubers collab is because, well, one, the internet and YouTube as a whole has pretty much lost all of its humanity because it's a business now. I mean, hell, you can't even go on fucking social media. You can't even go on Instagram without seeing a steak ad. A lot of, quote, genuine friendships are really just either paparazzi, or better yet, they're just business fronts to make people think like, oh, well, we're friends. Look, I'll go support this guy, bro, even though it's all business. That and manufacturing, starting drama, and platforming people, as well as pretty much betrayals. It's pretty much impossible to even have a genuine collaboration on the internet anymore, and that's why you you don't really see them on YouTube anymore. The internet has lost its humanity, and quite frankly, it will never really regain it because people just keep feeding into it. Until people actually develop brains, or unless people actually develop the fuck out of brains, I don't really see the internet going back to its humanity or anything like that. The internet, in its route of going the business end of things, has pretty much become a shittier version of reality TV and or wrestling, where you have gimmicks everywhere, and you also just have, like, fake friendships and fake dramas and all that stuff. And the ads are the really shitty business gurus or gym bros or YouTube shorts. Which, shorts are the epitome of the business route, and that's why I never really mentioned them in this video. It's because it's the epitome of business, and it sucks. But overall, I don't really see the internet going back to the way it was, unless a lot of people just develop a fucking brain, or they really think for themselves, which is impossible nowadays, because this business is also set up to where you can't really even fucking think. But yeah, rest in peace, internet, from, like, when it was created to 2015. You will be fucking missed, and fuck 2016.